Hey man, I was watching a video where Katt Williams was talking about ownership and being able to feed your people. Feed your people. I thought that was really, really, really interesting, man, because feeding your people is a byproduct of your grind, your hard work, doing what you do, right? And honestly, from what I've seen over the years, it's really, really hard to feed your people, all your people, off of a 9 to 5. Now, you have definitely have different careers that pay more. If you're a doctor, engineer, scientist, or whatever. But you know, to be able to make enough money to say, you know what, listen, the family and friends who are important to me in my life, whatever it is that they need, I got them. I'm able to provide opportunities for them and still be straight. It doesn't affect me whatsoever. Ownership does that, man. When you own your product, when you own your IP, when you own everything that you build, and you're able to, you know, broker different deals and be able to get certain things put in place, it's no feeling like it, man, because it's yours. Can't nobody take it away from you. Can't nobody do anything. You're on your own time. I mean, it is an amazing feeling. I've been there, not very, very long, for a couple of years. I had that feeling, but it is a feeling like no other, man. And I pray everybody get a chance to experience something like that. Katt Williams, he owns all his stuff. He does his comedy specials. He brings on other comedians and stuff that he supports, that he rocks with. And it's really, really amazing to see, because everybody can't do that. Everybody hasn't been in the game long enough to be able to establish themselves for that ownership. A lot of people are looking for deals. They're looking for the type of deal where they don't own everything. Unfortunately, that's just the way that it is. They'll sign their rights away, or they'll sell it to the highest bidder. But when you own something and you can control it, then can't nobody tell you how to, do whatever it is that you do. They can't tell you how to do it, when to do it, where to do it, or anything, because it's you. It's yours. Very, very powerful stuff, man. Katt Williams has been doing this for a very, very long time. And somebody like me as an artist, hey, that's something that I want to do, man. I've been following other artists that I see are being very, very successful in certain things, and I'm looking at what I can do, what I can't do, different ways that I can add value to other people's lives. If you're able to solve a problem for other people, I'm telling you, man, you're already there. You're halfway there, because people are interested in things that caters to them. It just is what it is. I got to do a video about it, but Tesla opened up a 24-hour, I think, robot controlled, restaurant or whatever like that. And it caters to all the Tesla users, people with Tesla vehicles. They're always charging up their vehicles, and they got to sit there for a couple hours to charge up their vehicle. Well, hey, it's convenient for them, because they have, they have access to something where they can charge up for 24 hours. They got access to food. They're good, safe environment. They're happy. Boom, that place is going to make a lot of money. People are going to travel from all over just to get that service. I'm looking at it with myself. I want to start doing these interviews of different people and drawing them while I do it, but I want to do it more so from the video game aspect, the card game aspect, the cosplay aspect, the anime aspect, the fandom, the manga, the how do you say it, otaku aspect. I don't see anybody doing that, so that's the aspect that I'm going for. And I'm looking like, okay, this is the blueprint, this is how I want to do it. There's other YouTubers that I see use this method, but they're doing it with, they might do it with entrepreneurs. You got another person who may do it with ex-convicts. Other people are doing it with drug addicts and people who are in rehab. You got other people who are doing it, from the standpoint of telling their story. So I'm like, hey, look, man, I want to own my own IP. I'm going to make sure I know how to capitalize on my business. and find out all the different things I got to do to own all the property for my business. So it's just, ownership is a big thing, man. The worst thing in the world to me sometimes when it comes to, being a man, doing the things that I want to do, is for somebody to be able to tell me no. Oh no, you can't go see your father. No, you can't live here. No, you can't do this. No, you can't do that. It's like, yo, who are you? You know what I'm saying? I hate that feeling, but if you want to be out of a situation like that, then you gotta put yourself out of a situation like that. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not just the type of person who's going to be upset at the situation. I'm a type of person who's going to do something about the situation. Okay, well, what is it that I can do? I don't like this. I'm not feeling this. Well, what can I do? What do I have in my arsenal? How do I go about owning my own, intellectual property? How do I go about building this business idea that I have? Has anybody else done it before me? Is this a business model that works? Hey, I don't want to live in the US long term. I want to be able to travel and go to different places and stuff. Do I have a business model that will allow me to do that in the future? So it's just different things like that I'm always thinking about, man, because I want to be successful. In order to be successful, you got to put in the work. You got to put in the grunt work. You got to do the things you don't want to do. Do I feel like being up shooting videos and stuff right now? Honestly, no. But hey, in order to have that ownership, in order to have that freedom, these are the different things that I got to do. I have to put myself in a mindset to do things that may not be what I want to do right now, but it'll be favorable to me in the long term. And it just learning to have discipline, So I like that for Katt Williams. I like that for Katt Williams and his people. He looks out for his people. He makes sure his people eat. He makes sure his people are good. Hey man, how can you not like that, man? I'm happy for them, So shout out to Katt Williams. Shout out to Katt Williams and his team. And we'll be seeing what he has coming up in the near future. But you already know what it is, man. We make art, we sell art in your face art. Y'all be blessed, y'all have a good one. And I'll talk to y'all later, man. Peace.